Today we're gonna ruin your favorite film characters forever. Or at least just make you look at them in a new way. The film industry has a very polarized market to deal with these days, if you haven't noticed. But according to a 2018 study, 64% of consumers around the world will buy or boycott a brand solely because of its position on a social or political issue. So, how do big budget movies still attract the wide swaths of people that they require? Well, we believe it has something to do with a little thing that we're calling the Robin Hood effect. What is the Robin Hood effect? Overlay, here we go. The Robin Hood effect, when a character is perceived as secretly loyal to members on both sides of an ideological divide. Ooh. We'll offer up some film examples in a moment, but let's start with the prime example from literature, Tom Thumb. I'm kidding, it's Robin Hood. Never mind, it's Robin Hood. Robin Hood's the prime example. Specifically, Robin Hood and the American political divide. Well, to many on the left, the political left, Robin Hood stole from the rich and gave to the needy, so he's on their side.
Steal from the rich and give to the needy.
You know, he's taking back money from the wealthy. And spreading the wealth. Wink, wink. Meanwhile, to the political right, Robin Hood fought back against an oppressive government.
In tyranny lies only failure.
With outrageous tax policies.
Justice in the form of the Charter of Liberties.
Taking down the big government to help the small business owner. Or no taxation without representation.
Every Englishman's home is his castle.
You see, both sides of the argument might very well think that if Robin Hood were brought into reality, tights and all, he would be on their side. Make sense?
I'm on one side, see? I'm on the other side.
Half of you said yes and half said no. I'll make the half that I secretly agree with feel better and show some examples in movies. Little lawyer disclaimer here. Before these examples, let's explain, because we don't want to get sued by Disney, that we are not making the claim that this is always done intentionally. There could be several reasons a writer would achieve the Robin Hood effect with their character, and intentionally tricking an audience is only one of them. Although, it's more than likely that at least one of these characters was intentionally written to achieve this effect. Just to be clear. But here we go. Without any further ado, here are a few examples of characters who are secretly on both sides of an ideological divide, and the reasons why both sides have good arguments to claim them as their own. Example number 1, Captain America and the divide on American patriotism. Are you pro-American patriotism? Well, here is a character for you. Born and raised back when men were men. A man who wasn't afraid to walk around and save the whole world, dressed in red, white, and blue, and go by the name Captain America, rather than his first name. You'll love him. He's on your side, and he hates Nazis just like you. But are you for anti-American patriotism? Well, here's a character who doesn't just blindly listen to what America tells him is good. He's against bullies, and he doesn't care where they are from. He leads a team of his closest friends who are from around the world, all kinds of races and colors, even the French. He was given a suit that symbolizes America's blind patriotism, and he hates having to wear it. He even feels like a circus monkey when he's helping America gain capital. As time progresses, he rips the stars off his suit and lets the red, white, and blue fade to a darker blue. The more time he learns about the evils of America, he's on your side. He hates Nazis just like you. Next example, Katniss Everdeen and the divide on the size of government. Do you think the government being too big is a problem? Well, Katniss Everdeen is here to save the day. She'll fight the government officials on any side, as long as she knows that they're trying to run a big government. She's a rugged individualist. She'll stop at nothing to fight back against the structures of power so she can be herself and be able to live her life free of oppression. Pursuit of happiness and all that. You know, she's on your side. Unless you think that the government can be whatever size, as long as they're doing good things and that true socialism has never been tried. Well then, watch as Katniss explores a world shown to be beautiful but mismanaged. From the stunning cities and dams and technology, it's clear that if this powerful country wasn't run by an old white man, or an old white woman, she kills her too, remember that, but everything would be great. Watch as Katniss learns that rugged individuality is dangerous, and that the only way to win is with teamwork and the collective and the village to raise that child. She's on your side. Next example, Iron Man and the debate on gun rights? Yeah, if you didn't pick on that's a pretty obvious one. Iron Man is a capitalist who saves the world by fighting terrorists and telling his corrupt government that if you want my property, you can't have it. I think you know where he stands.
I have successfully privatized world peace.
Or is Iron Man the guy who learns that being a greedy capitalist is a bad thing?
That's why I'm here. When I realized what my weapons were capable of in the wrong hands, I shut it down, stopped manufacturing.
And thinks all superheroes need to be under the power of the UN or a similar governing body.
We need to be put in check. Whatever form that takes, I'm game.
Sign the Sokovia Accord? I think you know where he stands. Second to last example, Superman and the divide on American exceptionalism. Superman. You know what side he's on when it comes to American exceptionalism? Your side. The Man of Steel? He's totally pro-American exceptionalism.
I grew up in Kansas, General. About as American as it gets.
I'm as American as it gets? If he landed anywhere else, the world would be doomed. Remember that one comic where he landed in Russia?
Time until all of Western Europe is absorbed, is taken by the Soviet Superman.
Truth, justice, and the American way.
I'm here to fight for truth and justice in the American way.
You're gonna end up fighting every elected official in this country.
Or, the Man of Steel? No. He's totally anti-American exceptionalism. He's an illegal alien who is constantly treated like an outsider, who isn't welcome here, all while he's doing the jobs Americans won't. He gave up
Truth, justice, all that stuff.
a long time ago. Final example, Black Panther and the divide on critical race theory. Black Panther? Your side. Black Panther, a movie about an African who shows that black is king? A glimpse into an alternate version of Africa, untainted by whites and the evils of slavery.
You cannot talk. One more word.
Or is it Black Panther? A movie where a man stands alongside anyone, even a painfully white guy, to face a villain who believes in punishing individuals for the effects of racism that they did not participate in?
But executing this scheme makes Killmonger into what he hates most, a colonizer.
You want to see us become just like the people you hate so much.
You ever wonder why Black Panther doesn't flat out lay out his argument during that final fight? No. In fact, nothing like that happens. Nothing like what happens at the end of Spider-Man.
I have a father. His name was Ben Parker.
But there is grace in their failings. I think you missed that.
This city just showed you that it's full of people ready to believe in good.
Characters like these are extremely useful when targeting a large and divided market. This goes beyond avoiding divisiveness, though. It's another level deeper. Screenplay writers are convincing both sides of an ideological battle that their character agrees with both of them. Just so we're clear, it's physically impossible to be on both sides of an ideological divide, even if your opinion is nuanced. Your brain does not work that way. Your favorite characters may not be as on your side as you first thought. Talk to people who you totally disagree with about movies that you both like. You'll be fascinated by what they say when they explain the plot. Maybe you'll find some common ground, or maybe you'll finally convince them that our side is right. That's it. Check out the sources. Hello?